Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm doing well.
Yeah, now you're in Bhubaneswar or
Bhubaneswar only.
Guntur only? Okay,
Yes.
good, good.
So we are waiting to listen to you.
Yes, sure. Most welcome. Uh,
Mr. Kurth has also joined.
Yeah, Kurt is always there. Yes. And the more people. Oh, George Venevulgi is also there. Okay. Kurt has also joined. Okay. Raghavendra. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The today's online presentation is by Mr. Maheswar Behera, highly experienced person. He has worked all over the world, including Nalco, Aluminium, Bahrain, Bechtel, Kitimat, Aluminium Smelter, Maden, Vedanta, Utkal, Aditya, everywhere. He has worked in many places. And he's going to talk starting from bauxite to up to the aluminium and point out the gaps and other things. So it will be interesting. And he has introduced himself also in the presentation. So I'm not giving you much detail. So I will request IBAAS office to run the pre-recorded presentation. Then Mr. Behera will be available for questions and answers, online questions and answers. So this is about 40-45 minutes presentation, and there will be questions and answers after this. Okay, welcome Kurt. Welcome our other foreign delegates, Dennis Bulkai, I can see George Venebolgi, I can see Kurt, I can see some other foreign delegates here. Thank you very much. So IBAAS office, please start, Priyanka, please start the video of Mr. Maheswar Behera.
Good afternoon to everybody. We will discuss about bauxite mines to aluminum market on a value chain gap analysis. Myself, Maheswar Behera. I have experience of about 20 years in aluminum industries, from project to operation maintenance, and I have worked also outside as well as mines area of like Damanjodi or Baplimali and Lanjigad, and also aluminum smelters and refineries. Uh, Here we'll talk about aluminum industry's value chain, then aluminum industry's value chain in Orissa. Orissa is a state in India, and whereas the major bauxite deposit and aluminum refineries and also aluminum smelter capacity is high in Orissa as compared to India. It is about bauxite mine about 70%, even the smelter capacity also accordingly. Downstream industries deficit in Orissa we will discuss. Orissa has bauxite mines, alumina refineries and smelters of high capacity, but there is no development in downstream industries. So there we will discuss about Orissa state, and Orissa linear value addition we will discuss in aluminium. What is the linear value addition is happening? Then we will discuss about German with circular aluminum economy. It is a advanced circular aluminum economy like Japan or Netherlands. So that we will see what is the difference and how they achieve. Then Orissa industrial state or industrial location we will discuss. There we will find out the way forward for Orissa, how to improve the aluminium industry, aluminium economy. Then we will conclude. Aluminium industry value chain, you see, bauxite mines, bauxite was inside the mines, it was on the top of the hills of Eastern Ghat, high altitudes of the country, and that was in mines, in the mines. Then same thing is mined and it is sent to alumina refineries for producing alumina. Alumina is a white powder. So from this red soil it became white powder, and the refineries will be nearby to the bauxite deposits. It can't be exactly on the same boundary of mines, but it will be little away where there is a plain land is available. Then that alumina white powder is sent to the aluminium industries, aluminium smelters of respective owners. Then alumina also exported where there is no smelter capacity. Then this aluminium metal goes for downstream products, and it is value added. So in every stage of bauxite to alumina, we add value. Alumina to aluminium, we add the value. And also downstream products, they add more value. So raw bauxite has very low value per ton. Bauxite is fed to alumina refinery to produce alumina. Alumina price gets multiplied. It fetches more price when exported. Alumina converts to aluminium metal in smelters, and it fetches good price in industrial pricing, and it is still higher. Downstream fabricated items, products, and machinery item multiplies in a big number. So this is the value chain of aluminium. So aluminum industry value chain pricing of the product we'll see. Say raw bauxite is 70 to 80 US dollar per ton. We will take all these thumb prices and we can take the average for our consideration. So bauxite we can take that way about $75 per ton. Alumina about 400 600 US dollar per ton. Aluminum metal maybe now 3,200 or 3,000 depending upon market conditions. LME rules the price, London Metal Exchange. So downstream fabricated items, products and machineries even more. 5 to 6 ton of bauxite produce 1 ton of aluminium, and 2 ton of alumina is used for 1 ton of aluminium. There is very negligible loss while products are made from aluminium, and the value addition is very high. So aluminum industry value chain, if you analyze, see, it is taken this unit prices in US dollar per ton. So we have discussed about stages. Then input required also we discuss. Share of aluminum value in percentage. Raw bauxite will be 2 to 3%. If 100% value is aluminum metal, alumina is 13 to 20%, and average price we are taking about $75, then 500, then $3,000. So value of for production of 1 ton aluminum, raw bauxite value will be about $412, and alumina will be about $1,000. So the value addition happen to bauxite is about 2,588 as compared to aluminum price. Similarly, alumina is about $2,000 as compared to aluminum. When we will go for downstream, then we can compare it with aluminum, then that price also multiplies. Here direct benefits, what we discussing about the state, what benefit it gets. Even we can take to any eastern states also because they are mineral, they have mineral deposits. So we will take, we have taken consider Orissa because the bauxite deposit is high. So royalty on bauxite we get, and we get district mineral fund, DMF. Then corporate social responsibility funds is there. Then we get GST from the operation, state gate. Then local jobs, that is mostly it is low skill jobs, but there are local jobs around the mines or around refinery and also around smelters. So we get the Orissa get project to operation or low value civil works also from the operation. What is cost to Orissa? When we discuss the benefits we have discussed, what are the cost to Orissa? Cost to Orissa is huge. Say like the natural resources that deplete, like bauxite, alumina, and coal, they deplete. So when we export alumina outside, it is a job export. When we take consume coal and produce power for aluminum smelters, it is coal is depleting, thermal coal, and also bauxite it happens. But what in return Orissa get? Red mud burden. Red mud generates about half of the bauxite what we use from the alumina refineries, and also we get IBAAS from the power plants. Then all processes like refinery, power plant, and smelter, they consume huge quantity of water from nearby water bodies. It may be from river stream or from dam or from underground, but water consumption is high. And when after the process there is contamination of water, there is also other process contaminations. So that goes to the environment of Orissa. And Orissa, the basic thing of irrigation, there is no water, and it is not irrigated also, there is no water. There is the drinking water supply is also not there to all villages. So this water we consume for our aluminum industries. And the environmental cost is high. There is pollution, there are hazards. Then during the before the project, displacement of people happens, and loss of forest also happens. For not only for mines or for refinery or for smelter, it is also for coal we lose the forest. So when the people displace from their traditional living area, there is a loss of livelihood, and they don't have that skill to be absorbed by the industries. Orissa holds aluminum industry, but it does not own India's aluminum industry future. So this is the cost to Orissa. So what is possible? What is possible? Possible is engagement in downstream industries and utilize those resources. But downstream industry deficit in Orissa is there. There is no secondary smelting. Very limited extrusion is available. No rod mill, no wire mill. These rod mill, wire mill are there, but it is within the major production facility of aluminum smelters. And outside, private people is very negligible mills are available in limited area. Limited rolling mill facility also, no extrusion plants, automotive parts and their plants and workshops are not available. No alloy plants. Orissa does not have electric vehicle manufacturing base also. No construction items and production. Construction item can be angles, plates, in many forms structural aluminum. So those are not available. Manufacturing facilities. No packaging industry, no foliage, no packaging industry, which is the major consumption. There is even the conductors, aluminum conductors are not made here. The material from here it goes to outside, then the conductors are made and those conductors are exported. So that is the state of bauxite mines or alumina refinery or aluminum smelters. So Orissa, if you take it has very poor consumption. Per capita consumption of alumina is very low. Even India is about 3.25 kg per person per year. But whereas Germany it is about 32, 31. So, and Orissa if you compare for aluminum consumption it is 1.5 kg per year per person. So that way this poor capita consumption indicates there is no downstream industries and there is no use of also aluminium. So those if use of aluminium we develop within Orissa in construction at least construction conductor and packaging, then it can improve the utility of bauxite and aluminum. So Orissa is a linear value addition. It is an extractive economy. If you consider economy of different type, then it is an extractive economy within our democracy. So what we do, we have mines, we have bauxite mines. So bauxite mines are about 11 mines around east coast high altitude zone, but we utilize mostly now Ponchapatamali for Nalco and Baplimali for UIL and Sijimali, Kutrimali, all these by OMC, owned by OMC, and they supply to different manufacturers. So this mines gives bauxite to alumina refineries. We have alumina refineries owned by Nalco, Utkal Alumina International Limited, UIL, Vedanta Alumina Refinery, and some alumina also we export. Major part also we export. So this is alumina refinery. So mostly same owners have mines and they take it to refine their refineries. And the same owners they give it to smelter also. That is Nalco at Angul, Aditya Aluminium at Laponga, Sambalpur, and Vedanta Aluminium Limited at Jharsuguda, and aluminium after manufacturing also they export. So that way the mines moves to export. So when we export alumina, we exported a job. And again when aluminium are exported, we exported our job. So Orissa is poor, but the job is exported. So when you consider about outside what happens, how linear addition happens in India, within India, and even it happens outside the world also abroad. So mining smelters products that goes to by transport it goes to outside Orissa and it gets remelted. Then the remelted aluminium or cold condition aluminium ingots from ingots or so or from slab or from billets. Mostly ingot saw billet and slab is manufactured is converted the liquid aluminium to that shape in the within the smelters. So that is also in Orissa that capacity is the highest because of the presence of all the aluminum smelters. So relating to all these data I have given in a Excel sheet that I will scroll through, but that data will be little huge, so I have not put it here. Everybody can go through. Then it goes for manufacture of downstream items like rod, wire, or plate, or sheet, or extrusion items like different structural items, angles, channels, all this. And those items are exported. Those items are exported, and that fetches more profit. So that is like long products, extrusion long products, flat products, extrusion items, then even capital goods and packaging material, all they are exported. So in German circular economy, what happens? We have seen the linear aluminum value addition in both cases, in Orissa or outside Orissa. But in Germany, what is they do? What is the circular aluminum economy? Advanced countries adopt aluminum circular economy without bauxite mines, alumina and alumina refinery, and also smelters. They don't have these three processes. No mines, they don't have deposit, bauxite deposit, no refinery, and no smelters. But how they do? Germany adopts a circular economy and import alumina, aluminium, and produce 1,000 type of products through MSME. Import aluminum metal, set up downstream industries, MOC, MME, and research and development centers for developing different type of alloy, quality alloys. They built a secondary smelting, extrusion plants, improved alloy of aluminum, and also they manufacture capital goods. Then the scrap, they generate scrap out of the product and everything, that they put it in recycling, and after recycling again use as a product by addition of different alloys. So the import also very less for them, and that keeps on continuing. So this is the graphical presentation of the circular economy. They import, they fabricate, then they manufacture different products, then scrap generates little, and they recycle also that little scrap. Then they add high value alloys, then send back to the industry. Aluminum value chain comparison we will make here little. So China or Germany demonstrate that aluminum leadership is not determined by geological environment. You need not have a bauxite mine. So if you have a bauxite mines, then obviously you have to go that down three process like alumina refinery, then aluminum smelter, which affects badly to environment and which demands more resource rather. Bauxite is a resource, but it demands again water resource, coal resource, then there is then refuse their tailings disposal is challenging. But by in this, it is we can achieve that circular economy by the institutional design and a downward industrial depth. If you go, then we can do it. Like that is downstream industry. Circular economy governance also important. Importance is the governance, because when we set up a downstream industry, it will not run as such. We have to do that administration governance so that it will keep on running. Then aluminum downstream industries, what are they? There shall be value retention law. That's why for India or for Orissa at least, there shall be value retention law. So when we added alumina value, we added aluminum value. That value should be retained here, not that 100% will go outside Orissa. Or there should be a percentage of those value-added items to retain here for downstream industries, so that employment generation will improve, the economy of Orissa will improve. Aluminium industrial corridor should be planned for resource supply. We are resource supplier. Orissa is a resource supplier, but there is no industrial corridor, aluminum corridor. We have made aluminum parks, but those parks can't sustain themselves. It needs a corridor so that the forward marketing is possible. Then the state downstream mandate also required. There should be a mandate for downstream industries. It is not only mandate to do bauxite mining. So every 1,000-ton downward industries can create about 130 direct jobs. It can generate gross domestic product can be 70 crore. in 1,000 ton of downstream plant. Then 600 indirect livelihood will be supported. Orissa need that 600 indirectly livelihood support. That way, the total aluminum production can change the state. It can elevate the state from poverty level to normal, to a average level of India. So when we compare aluminum value chain comparison, Orissa versus China and Germany we take. So in Orissa, bauxite resource in billion ton will be about 1.8. China is about 0.71 and Germany has no bauxite deposit. Even China is a leader in aluminum industry, but they have also less than half of Orissa bauxite deposit. But how they are leader, that is very important. And Germany has nil, but they are also, in many parameters, they are very in higher position than us. So bauxite mining, what we did in million tons in last year to 2024 to 25, about 17.92 million tons Orissa did. That is about 70% of India. Then China has done about 66. So they imported a huge bauxite. Then alumina refining capacity, if you take, ours is 10 million ton per year. Then 84 million ton is China. Germany, there is no, is very negligible. They produce some aluminum oxide. Then primary aluminum production in million tons per year also, Orissa about 4, China 44, and Germany is less than 6.6. So the share of global aluminum, total global aluminum production, if you take 100%, Orissa produces about 5%, China about 60%, Germany 1%. So this is our scenario of mines, refinery, and aluminum when we compare with advanced country like China and Germany. When you compare with again for other parameters like aluminum scrap cluster in numbers, Orissa nil. There is no aluminum cluster, and China is has been numbers in plenty, but there is no figure. And Germany also there is dedicated parks, but exact number is not available. Carbon dioxide per ton, what we generate carbon dioxide in tons per ton of aluminum metal, it is about 12 to 16 ton per ton of aluminum. And China also is the same figure or little more than that because of thermal power. And Germany, they don't have smelter, refinery or bauxite mines or something. So they generate very less because it is mostly downstream industry, that is 3 to 5 ton. So total manpower in aluminum industry, what we engage, so in Orissa, as per government figure, it is about 19,700. For China, it is about 7,51,000 in 2019 figure, and Germany is 62,000. So if we take this manpower engaged in aluminum industries, comparing with the total population, so we will express it as in number of people working for 1 lakh population. Then for Odisha it is about 1.38, and for China it is 52, and for Germany 74. So in a lakhs population in Odisha it is only negligible, where they have highest capacity of mines, refinery, and smelters. Then when you compare these value chains, we will take this by consideration, Orissa versus Germany. Orissa, we do mining, refining, and primary smelting. Germany, what we do? We do fabrication, we do product design, recycling, and advanced storage. This left side 3 items they don't have. So Odisha linear value addition, what should be the outlook? Achieving Atmanirbhar Bharat in aluminium will therefore require a state policy. It requires a state policy. It is not by just saying. So strategic transition from linear extractive growth to a circular economy need material intelligence. It needs a state policy. We have to do material intelligence so that that extractive economy will change to circular economy. And it is a very strategic transition we have to do, and it has need state policy. Prime aluminium and scrap will be our raw material for growth of MSME. Then scrap will be recycled to turn industrial pillar rather than an export-oriented units of alumina and aluminium. We need not set up or we need not dig bauxite or we need not set up high capacity alumina and aluminium. We will do that, but before we have to do the recycling to turn the alumina and aluminium. We have to see the growth of MSME. Orissa will no more backward state, rather the region is underutilized. This region is underutilized. The state is underutilized in aluminium value chain. So when we change this underutilization condition, we will improve, then the backwardness will eradicate. So this is in Orissa. But what we look for, what is we have to do? So Orissa industrial state or industrial location, it is obviously it looks like a industrial location. It is a geographical location. State direct benefits are royalty on bauxite, direct district mineral funds, corporate responsibility, social responsibility funds, GST from operations, and local jobs of low skill and low value civil works. So these are benefits and they are reoccurring, and these are of low value and also limited since inception of the project to operation. When we do new mining, new refinery, new smelter, so these benefits are recurring, but it is not growing. It is of low value and limited. So this low value should come to higher value participation, and also it has to be extensive. So outsiders capture hidden opportunities. State is losing EPC contracts. They lose the steel supply also from our steel plants. The steel comes from outside. Then construction, all items, all supplies of construction in project comes from outside. Project equipment supplier, project technology, project major equipment, starting from a boat to a big vessel or a big reactor, all comes from outside. Orissa has no capability to manufacture any machinery. So automation control system comes from outside, technology comes out from outside, from abroad rather. Technology we have yet to achieve, we have to attempt to get. Then spares and maintenance in operation, it also comes from beyond the Orissa boundary. So supply of mining equipment, alumina refinery and smelter process equipment, all these are continuing to come from outside. Because we have bauxite mines, so everybody is attracted to this, bring these items from outside and start mining, start refinery, start smelting. So what is the way forward? Because it is now industrial location almost. So how to make this economy a aluminium economy? So this indicates that Orissa hosts the aluminium industries. It does not own the industrial project or knowledge economy. Major process equipment suppliers have no business partnership with state entrepreneurship. This is very important to develop the economy of the state and the skill of the state. in the project stage, people come with technology and process equipment of renowned makes. They should have a business partnership with state entrepreneurs before setting up the project, so that the exchange of commercial values and exchange of skill will improve. Maybe people, it is state is limited to that skill. The skill has to improve. Where the state is a resource rich, but manufacturing capability remains outside since inception of the project. Orissa is an aluminum geography, not an aluminum economy. So that geography, let it continue with geography, because we can't take away mines or we can't take away land and river. But that geography should give benefit for development of the economy. So why this so? Why this is happening? The reason behind it is there is a hollowness. Orissa has the agriculture at one end and mega projects at the other end. There are issues at agriculture end, but now we went on setting up mega projects. So that between agriculture to mega project, what are the gaps? Let us fill those gaps. The big gap can be designed as a hollowness in the middle of the present industrialization. We have done the industrialization, but the industrialization has a big hollowness, and it is a historical mistake in our policy. It is a mistake for in some part of India and in some area in the India. The gaps can be filled by mechanization of agriculture, irrigation of lands, workshops at village level, tools industry, repair culture, fabrication shops, engineering farms, and MSMEs, and by circulation of the skills. So those items are required and that is not filled. So there is a big hollow and there is a big gap, and we have started mega projects. So this is like a centralized economic outcome we get. Aluminum industry economic outcome is around localized zone of Orissa. So it is, suppose bauxite is available in Koraput, Rayagada, then the refineries around them, bauxite mines and alumina refineries in few blocks of Koraput and Rayagada district. There is no MSME or no small scale industry beyond the boundaries of the plant premises. Beyond alumina refinery premises, you will not find a good hotel. So there is no MSME, but we have increased their capacities of alumina refinery like anything. Aluminium smelters and power plants in 2 blocks of Angul and Jharsuguda district only. And there is no aluminium downstream industries beyond the boundaries of smelter premises. We promised aluminium park at Angul, but that is a very slow process. And there is an outlook also to set up aluminium park in Jharsuguda with huge manpower, and that is maybe on paper only. No economic effect due to aluminium industry in the rest of the blocks within Orissa, except jobs. People get low skill jobs, but except jobs, there is no economic benefit to Orissa other blocks. Forget about other states. Within the Orissa also, few blocks get that benefit. What is way forward? Okay, we are talking about all these happenings, all this has happened. What is the industrial state to be? Why it will not be industrial state? Why it will be industrial region only or location only? Orissa can benefit by increasing the industrial capability rather production capability. We have now production capability. Industrial capability shall bear with working on metal and machinery by the people of Orissa. Orissa people should work hard. People should work hard and people should set up the change their mind to bend towards technology rather than an agrarian society, traditional society. Local manufacturing shall start with vessels, material handling equipment, fabricated structure, refractories, mining equipment, plant space, design farms, and construction companies. For a mega project, we should start with these layers, and time has gone. It is now after independence, it is 77 years, but still we don't have workshops at block level or village level. The mega projects on aluminium industry in Orissa have massive investments, opens to job to limited, so downstream industry are only requirement for improving the state. What is way forward for industrial state to be? Industrial park for aluminium and other metals should start. Then value is added to bauxite and to alumina to make Orissa an aluminium hub. In reality, the technology hub is outside. Any industrial item is supplied by outsiders. We set up any aluminium industry also, we need items from outside. Local has limited investment capability. Jobs are limited to low skill. Value addition to some part of alumina and aluminium happens at abroad or outside the state, and it should be avoided. Workshops, repair shops need to start by side of high school and colleges campus. So we should start with the workshop and repair shop as a part of our high school student and college students. So with this, I will conclude. Say, Orissa represents the paradox of Indian industrialization. Fits the global aluminum economy, but remains excluded from the global aluminum value chain. Global aluminum value chain is growing like anything, but we are excluded from them, though it is a resource rich. But we are feeding them. In this aluminum economy, we are feeding. Global economy, we are feeding. Atmanirbhar Bharat in aluminum will not be achieved by digging deeper into the earth. Let it continue, but we have to think of also industrialization and economy. And it can be achieved by circulating the same alumina and aluminum. And it can be possible by setting up secondary smelters, downstream industries in circular economy. Resource democracy without technology sovereignty is a big challenge, and it is an issue for democracy. It applies to other minerals in eastern state. It is not only for Orissa. If you compare eastern India, all states have the same issues. Thank you. Any question, please? Thanks again.
Okay. Thanks, Mr. Behera, for this presentation, which is highlighting the gap of industries in Odisha. You are basically more concentrating on bauxite mining, alumina refinery, and smelter, but not reaping the benefits of value addition in the metals. But anyway, that's a very interesting topic and good presentation. And now this is open for discussion and questions. Please, you are welcome to ask question to Mr. Behera.
Sir, may I ask?
Yeah, Dr. Jain from ex-IBM controller. Okay, please.
So Behera sir, again, I also congratulate you for a very nice, lucid presentation. I have a very specific question with you.
Yeah.
Is there any great constraint of the bauxite for making bauxite to alumina and aluminium? If it is yes, then what are the technological challenges for beneficiation in respect of the world to make the bauxite to alumina and alumina to aluminium? Whether it's a grade is available, if not, is there any beneficiation technology is available to do, or where the gaps are there in technology?
Here, bauxite to alumina, what we do? We do in a traditional technology, what is available. There is no problem in gradation. The grade of bauxite is very good for existing alumina refineries. Here we have like a low silica bauxite in Baplimali, and also other deposits. So they have low silica that need low pressure digestion, and also it is possible for better recovery. So bauxite grade is not an issue. Say we have some 25 deposit, but presently we are utilizing about 11 deposits are most economical. We are utilizing about 7 deposits. So the bauxite is not an issue. Then your another question was alumina to aluminium smelter. That is the policy decision of the company. Mostly company they set up, private companies came up, they set up aluminium smelters, they utilized complete alumina from their own plants. But for public sector units, they exported alumina. And because of power and infrastructure constraints, all this. But they are also trying for to set up new smelters.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much, sir. Others are there to ask the question. Thank you.
Okay, any question you can write to me. Say no issue.
Sure, sir, sure.
Okay, please.
Okay, I'm Vinuta Patra here.
Yeah,
Am I audible?
sure. Yeah.
Yes. First of all, it was a very interesting presentation, focusing more on secondary aluminium production, which would add to the economy of our country.
Yeah.
Now, see, whatever audience we have here, or whatever, it's all we have aluminium fraternity. Now, I want to ask you, how do you think you will take this forward to Odisha government or policymakers so that some action can be taken?
You see, I don't have a direct connection with Ministry of Industry or Ministry of Mines, but I have forums through my college forum from my engineering college UC Burla or BSSUT, and my friend circle there in Utkal Commercial Association, that Odisha Chamber of Commerce. There my close friends are there. They are president, secretary in level. So I will forward this my write up to them, and sometime if required, I will try to give a speech in industrial department or in say like our Indian metal and metallurgical technology, that is department also. I will try to talk through my known professors.
Okay. Also, you can emphasize on the energy consumption, like for the private aluminium smelting, the consumption is very high, and here you can use only 5% of the energy for recycling. So that's a huge advantage as far as recycling and downstream industry is concerned. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Mr. Behera, can you throw some light on aluminium parks which are being built in Angul and Jharsuguda? Are these aluminium parks are not helping in developing downstream aluminium industry?
Yeah, this I will come first to Angul Aluminium Park. Angul Aluminium Park Private Limited was formed during 2010. Then they demarcated about 252 acres for the park. Then three parties came to set up downstream industry. So they asked IDCO how the metal will be supplied to us. IDCO told, okay, it is as per agreement, we have to bring from NALCO and supply to you. Then when the pricing came up, I think NALCO came with the price will be as per the prevailing LME price. in the market. Then the private parties, they told, okay, better we should go to Gujarat or Ahmedabad or to Bombay instead of purchasing the aluminum here at LME. So the forward marketing is easy from the western coast. So that way the three parties didn't set up the any downstream industry. And till today, it is lying the land vacant.
Oh,
And again, government, IDCO started saying, we will increase the area to 600 acre and we will increase more number of industries. But that also remain on debating and paper. So this is Angul Park, Aluminium Park. Then after Vedanta expansion, everything after plant 1, plant 2, these smelters, Vedanta gave a proposal that will be a huge downstream industry at Jharsuguda, taking our metal to that. But that is also, I think, on paper. Nothing has happened in Jharsuguda. So
what is the reason?
Reason, there is maybe it is economical mismatch between state and private operators, private owners, and also infrastructure, the marketing facility of downstream products. Because downstream product need upward linkage and also downward linkage. So downward linkage is uses and marketing. Upward linkage is already there. There is a metal, but only metal will not do that. Need infrastructure, land, everything. So there is a mismatch of economic tie-ups between state and also industries.
Okay, okay, thanks. Any other question, please? Kurt, you want to understand about Odisha aluminum industry? Your sound is not there.
I think they might be a good candidate for recycling
Yes,
our
yes.
reactive byproduct. You already have smelters there. That would also give the capability of refueling the canisters. So something like that would be, I think, advantageous to everybody.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'll have more technical data. We just received our quote for the next phase of putting our system on the back of large 15-liter diesel engines. So once we have that done, we can give you some more specific numbers of, number one, how much alumina we'll need for recycling, and then also how many systems we'll need. And it shouldn't be anything too difficult. Just 300 series stainless steel, just and some Department of Transportation grade tubing, and then a little bit of software and a PLC. Should be pretty easy to do.
That's an interesting project, Kurt. And I will really appreciate if you can come and participate in one of the IBAAS conference. Now, the next conference will be in Jharsuguda, which is the hub of Indian smelters. So I will request you to participate and meet many of this aluminum downstream people. And
that's in September?
That is in September, and it is on 9, 10, 11 September. So if you can come down and meet many of this aluminum downstream experts, alumina experts, you can discuss this project, because there is a prospects in Odisha for development of your projects, because you are making from aluminium to alumina and producing energy and using that energy for as a green energy. So this is a good prospects is there in India. You have to come and discuss with the local industry and local people and the experts in this field.
I appreciate the invitation, and I'm trying to get there. I have two companies though that I'm working with. One is Walmart and one is Amazon. So we're still going through the evaluation process, because Amazon has 40,000 over-the-road tractors.
Okay.
And Walmart has about 12,000. So it's substantial numbers. We have to make sure that what we're offering to them, they can take advantage of on the recycling side, which is where you guys come in.
Yes.
So they have me in meetings until October, but I'm going to try and get away September 9, 10, 11 to come to India and discuss this project.
Please, you are most welcome. And that will be good opportunity, and we can introduce you with the primary and secondary aluminum producers of India, because there are more than 300 delegates from all these industries. So you are most welcome, please.
Well, I appreciate that. I'll make sure I get my visa in time.
Okay. Okay. So any more questions to Mr. Maheswar Behera? Mr. Lakshmana Murthy, any question?
No, sir, thank you very much. It was a very clear presentation and a new topic to us. So we learned a lot of things. So,
it is a topic.
But it is a common topic. It is nothing new to anybody.
No, it is interesting. This is highlighting the problems in Odisha, that you are doing all dirty work, but benefits are being not be given to the state, but it goes to the Gujarat, Maharashtra, and other state of India, and also foreign companies. So benefits are not coming to the Odisha. And one hand you have backward agriculture sector, and another hand mega projects, but there is not any medium-sized industry to utilize these facilities and availability of ore metals in the state. And its metal is mostly going outside the state for value addition, not in the Odisha state itself. So we understand this is the issue, and for that, more medium-sized industry have to come up in Odisha, not only the large industries. So I was thinking that we were thinking that at least this aluminium part should have been a good prospect. If the prices of aluminium is linked to LME, there is no attraction for the private industry. It should be beneficial for the private company to reap the benefit.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Maheswar Behera. So next presentation will be by Mr. Mark. He is authority on aluminium smelter. He is presently in India. He is working with Nalco smelter at present. So Mark Dupis will be making the next presentation on March, and April presentation will be by Vinuta Patra. She is authority on India aluminium smelter. So we'll welcome these two presentations in next 2 months, March and April.
Sure.
So thank you very much. Thanks to everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks to all.
Nice
Thanks to all. And thanks to IBAAS for